Super Bowl appearance, Bengals running back Joe Mixon isn't lacking any confidence, telling CBS Bay Area, quote, "To be honest, I feel like we might be the hottest thing smoking in the NFL on Sundays. With the talent we got and who we added on this year, I feel like we're bound to have a hell of a season. The best thing about it is we've been there before and we know how to get there." So, Freddie, there's been a ton of movement in the league this offseason, tons of new faces on new teams, but which team will be the most exciting this NFL season?
I love what Joe Mixon had to say. I like the confidence.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
give him
digging
credit
the
for
confidence.
that because
Yeah,
nobody
sorry,
said about
Mama,
the
I had to
Cincinnati
say that.
Bengals ever in the history of the Cincinnati Bengals about them being the hottest thing smoking or being in consideration.
Smoking.
I still think it's the Kansas City Chiefs, and I know they don't have Tyreek Hill anymore, but as long as Patrick Mahomes is playing quarterback, he's still must-see TV for me. And we know Andy Reid is going to fortify him with guys. We got Travis Kelce, McCole Hardman. They got Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who came over from the Green Bay Packers. They're going to have guys that he'll be able to spread the ball around, and they're still going to look like what I call the Golden State Warriors of the National Football League, where they can make those three-point shots. They got their own Draymond Green version with that football team as well.
Yep.
I just love the way that they play, and we see their influence throughout other teams as well. So there are so many terrific teams offensively that are eye candy in the National Football League. I'm still going to go with those guys in the red and white when it comes to Kansas City because they're so much fun to watch.
I'm going to pick, when Mixon says hot, I think new. And since Kansas City's been around for 3 or 4 years right now, I won't put them. You certainly could. I also won't put Buffalo. They've been in the playoffs too.
Okay.
I'll take the Chargers.
Okay.
Now, I know that in L.A. nobody cares about the Chargers, and I understand that.
Maybe
but
we can care
the
about
the quarterback is great. Not Herbert, I'll tell you right now, he is great. And they're fun. They throw the ball down the field. How about that drive against the Raiders in Vegas at the end of the year? The 7 or 8 fourth down completions. I love the helmets. I love the uniforms.
So do I.
The stadium. Now again, they're an afterthought in LA, to be fair. But
a lot of
to
things
me,
are
there's a lot.
afterthoughts in LA.
Yeah, that's true too. The Rams are an afterthought. It's hard to believe. But I'll take the Chargers because of the QB, the uniforms, and they haven't won in a long time.
Yeah.
So I'll take LA.
All right, Courtney, what about you?
That's a good choice.
Well, when I think of hottest things smoking, I think of the team that we all expect to win a Super Bowl next year. And as Vegas expects, that's the Buffalo Bills. Think back to how exciting that AFC divisional playoff game was between Kansas City and the Buffalo Bills. Gabriel Davis and his 4 touchdowns. Well, you got to give Brandon Beane a ton of credit for all that he did to upgrade an already good roster and make it elite. I would put that trio of Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, and Jamison Crowder, who is a huge upgrade over Cole Beasley, up against any wide receiver trio in the NFL. And on top of that, they got James Cook in the draft to add some running back depth. O.J. Howard picked him up in free agency to add to their tight end room. And for a defense that was already really good last year, they had to figure out how to fix some of the problem areas of their pass rush. Von Miller is that guy. They gave him that massive contract because they anticipate him being a massive upgrade over Jerry Hughes in providing that defense an element that it might have been missing last year. We already know that this is the best secondary in the NFL. What's not to love? I can keep going on with all of the iterations of this team and what makes it great, but I think it stands on its own. Buffalo is exciting, and to Freddie's point about Kansas City, I love this rivalry. I'm looking forward to Week 6 when these two teams play at Arrowhead, and then we could probably have this conversation even further to be like, all right, who is the most exciting? And I anticipate that game being as good, if not better, than what we saw in the AFC divisional playoffs.
To use your Bob Cousy argument for the youngins out there, it reminds me of the old AFL.
Oh, okay.
It really does.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Google AFL.
Oh, those games are phenomenal.
Oh, my goodness.
Chargers, Chiefs, Jets with Namath.
Absolutely. Keep going.
Raiders.
Keep rolling. Keep on.
There was a
Preach
lot
that
of
sermon,
fun
Pastor.
games.
Preach that sermon, Pastor.
Put it out there for the young kids.
Yeah, and that's what the AFC, not just the AFC
A lot
West,
of juice there.
but the AFC games are going to look like that.
A lot of good teams.
A lot of terrific quarterbacks who are still young quarterbacks. Herbert, to me, is an elite quarterback.
Oh, I
the
think
Los
so,
Angeles
too.
Chargers. I know he's going to be in the league 2 years. I'm with you. He's an elite quarterback. You know you're in a good division when Russell Wilson, guys won a Super Bowl, maybe the 4th best quarterback in his division, behind Derek Carr of the Raiders, Justin Herbert of the Chargers,
You can make
Patrick
that
Mahomes of
argument.
the Chiefs. You got Josh Allen, like Courtney said, what they've been able to fortify him with the Buffalo Bills. I think Mac Jones will be better than New England Patriots. I think they'll open up the playbook a little bit for him. Now you also go, if Cleveland has whatever Deshaun Watson, whatever we're going to get, we know he can play. We know Joe Burrow can play with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Jackson with the Ravens.
Jackson with, yeah, no doubt. Lamar Jackson,
Pittsburgh's
Ravens.
going to be in trouble. No quarterback.
No quarterback.
No
Well,
quarterback,
they're hoping that Mr. Trubisky will be high school Mr. Trubisky, not NFL Mr. Trubisky.
You and I both know.
It ain't happening. Exactly.
Correct.
There's no doubt about that. But there's going to be a lot of these games that are going to be 45-40 in late afternoon windows that are going to remind me a lot of old AFL games.
And how about, you don't think Howard Katz is smart? The NFL executive who does the football schedule? Game 1 of the World Series this year is a Sunday night because of the lockout. October 30th. What's the Sunday night game? Green Bay at Buffalo.
Whoa.
Good luck with that.
Oh, boy.
How about that, Aaron Rodgers against Josh Allen?
I know.
No, you can't. Against the World Series.
For
That's
your-
got to be a sports night.
For your sake, the Yankees better be in the World Series to kind of level that off. Yeah, you need that. Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.